It's going to be really rough for Xie.
I feel like a lot of this game is about that dive potential. I mean, you've got Rengar, Kassadin, Malzahar, who can go either offensive.
Kassadin's over, and he still technically wins out because now they have the health advantage as well as the pot lead. But Doinby had just burned the chain, and it kind of then tells, you know, what
in the bottom lane with a very large wave. Assist ping's going down bottom. As Doinby is engaged upon, this looks like it might be first blood as he leaps away and chases out. Kandi flashes and will be able to get that first blood as Cloud retreats away. Clid is going to be murderized by Kandi.
And QG are
Pop of a ward. Meanwhile, they're turning onto Ben. Flay is going to pull him forward. He's got no flash because he used it to engage earlier. This is a very sweet revenge for Doinby, but it will only net 1 kill.
And that's double teleport burns. You're competing across from these picks
here goes
like
Clid.
this.
He doesn't have his ultimate, but Kandi shreds through. Kave gets there for the save, but Ben is going to be able to finish it off with those Voidlings.
And it's so...
Another one, but Kave is going to be rushed down by WE as he is overextended on the opposite side of the map. Not quite the late game Maokai as he flashes forward, but there is no blast cone. Lantern is just too late. Cloud even used his slash wave in. It's only 3 casters, and Xie is very quickly able to catch up with that Cloud Drake. Not to mention the fact that he's a Kassadin. They flash forward, engage onto Clid. That's on the hunt being used by Candy7 to try and disengage. But then used to use the decoy, or the, oh yeah, there's Cloud. He called it.
He didn't wait for Clid. Clid was trying to ward over the back of the wall, but okay, they've caught one. Can they get more?
Clid chases over as Doinby hops over the wall. Kandi decides to let him go.
Fortunately for QG, their jungler remains alive, so Team WE shouldn't be super confident to go for Baron, but why?
That is a very long cooldown. Doinby goes back in, then turns onto Ben. He's got no flash, but Exhaust denies the damage. They're able to nuke that support as Doinby plays a very dangerous game.
Xie is now looking for the flank.
Janitor Kassadin hops over the wall. Doinby starts his recall flash. He goes back in to dodge the deadly flourish, but Xie and Kandi dive it and clean up another 3 kills.
Fish in a barrel, 9-5.
A very strong Rengar and that Kassadin empowered auto. So they decide to focus down the inhibitor turret and take the inhib with it.
The inhib will lead to the Baron later on as long as they play around their super creep.
Forward, but there's Thrill of the Hunt on the opposite side. Doinby leading. Kandi's looking for the flank, is just waiting outside of the vision. Curtain call plus teleport from behind, and suddenly this is Chao Gu in the meat grinder as WE collapse. Cloud is in the front, soaking so much, but there's only so little that he can do. Clid and Doinby kited out with Kave, but Kandi is chasing. There goes the flourish, which is sidestepped, and a chain is going to stop Kandi from chasing, but 957 has got flash, but does he have the shadow dash? It turns out yes. He does, and he gets the kill.
And meanwhile, there is a massive creep wave that is forming on the Nexus towers. Team WE, they're not pushing this game any further. They're going to end it right here.
Yeah, it's only up to Doinby and Kave to try to stop this, but they just don't have enough right now. Doinby leaps back as Kave is trying to keep them off the Nexus turret, but there's nothing he can do to stop Mystic in the back. Doinby leaps in before getting back onto the fountain, and the Nexus itself is shredded down by WE, and they take game number 1. Over Chao Gu.
And just like that, Week of the Reapers, that is a rough start to this series as Team WE come back.